Hey, yo, I'm back. How's it going? Thanks for joining me here on Twitch if you're watching this live, or on YouTube if you're watching this later. Um, Appreciate you being here. Um, yeah, we're back at it again. The long foretold Holy Panda X frog rebuild. I've been talking about this for a long time. I keep having things pop up, or just streaming other stuff. And I finally got the switches lubed a week ago, and so now I'm ready to put her together. So I will not be desoldering. I have 3 PCBs for this frog, so fortunately I will just be making a swap. And I also have 3 plates for this build, so I have one more to go after this one. But I think I'll hold off on that for the time being and get some other builds done. I have some that I'm pretty hyped about. I've gotten them sort of lined out for the future. So I kind of want some time with the Holy Panda X's as well, because yeah, but it'll be cool to have 3 PCBs, 3 plates, 3 sets of switches that I can kind of swap out of the frog as I see fit. So that's the plan for today. It'll effectively be like a fresh build. We're using Holy Panda X switches and TX stabs, which is cool. I got my hands on some, and I'm thrilled about it. So we'll be testing those out. And then also, I think I'll be using Cat Cyberspace. I have a TKL set of that. I just got GMK Dracula in, and I think it would actually look phenomenal on a purple frog. But I have yet another build to do with it. Black Inks, I think, is the last one in the series. So yeah, anyways, I'm trying to think if there's any other noteworthy things. I have most of my drum stuff set up. So I have an overhead cam, I have a face cam, I have a behind the back cam, I have a cam on my feet, I have lights set up, I have a pedal so that I can switch scenes while I'm playing. I have the scenes set up, and then I have all the delays put on all the video sources so that they all line up with the audio. And the GoPro overhead has like a 3-second delay, so everything has to match with that. Because it really sucks to watch drums where the video and the audio aren't synced, and there's 4 cameras, so they're not synced with each other. And then I got the audio interface working with the drum kit. So there's a lot to do for that, but most of it's done. Should be good to go. And yeah, I think the last thing I want to try, I have scenes built that have overlays that are done. I just want to try projecting chat onto the wall. I think that would be kind of cool to have like just chat on the wall so that while I'm playing I can see it. I don't know. Seems kind of neat. But yeah, other than that, I think that's the only noteworthy thing in the quick and dirty present. My wife is almost done with her time out of town for school. So in 2 weeks, she'll be coming back, just a little over 2 weeks, which is really exciting. So I don't think that will affect my stream schedule at all. In fact, it may end up being that I do more streams or streams at all with her. That would be kind of fun. I had her on as like to do like an opening for me once where she did some art, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think that'll be sweet. I don't think I'll miss any streams because of that, though. Like, I'm going up to visit this weekend, and then in 2 weeks to move her back, but that won't involve a Monday night. So, also, to anyone who came out on Friday night and hung out on stream, it was like a super last-minute stream that I didn't really announce. So, but it was super fun. Appa and I, and then later Frank joined in, and we played Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We got absolutely friggin' wrecked and never got $1 million, but you know, we got old Margaret over the $16,000 line, and that's all you can ask for. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I have is like a preamble, if you want to call it that. Hey, what's up? Just driving by in the car. Let's go. Appreciate it. I do that all the time. It's really nice having unlimited data. But you can also tell where the cell towers are, because that's where, as you're switching cell towers, it's dropping in and out. But yeah, we're just rebuilding the frog today. If you may notice, if you're visually present, I have swapped out the keycaps on my main daily driver. This week, I was running MG Ember, or was it MG Dawn? I can't remember. I was running one of the Mel Geek yellow on gray sets, but it was way too shiny. I was trying to get photos of the cable desk mat combo, and it just was really blowing out what I wanted from the photos. So I switched it out for GMK Beta, which is like a white or like a beige gray orange that just fits chef's kiss with what I'm doing here. So hopefully I'll get this desk mat run through the wash because it is kind of dirty, and then I can snap some photos this week and get them up on the gram because I haven't posted on Instagram in ages. It's been a year and a half since I've not really. It's been months though since I've posted a photo on Instagram. So having said that, let us start this build off with disassembling the frog. Maybe before we do that though, let's do a brief sound test. I don't think you'll ever regret doing a spare sound test. Just to get sort of a grip on the sound profile with the present build configuration. These are DK Oni linear switches that I have in this board. And Gray Studio. I'm trying to find, I can't remember if there's a tool that came with this for disassembly or if I just used the WoW stick, but we'll figure that out at some point. I have the Gray Studio screwdriver that might work. Yeah, so let's get a quick sound test with the frog in its current build configuration. It has GMK Future Funk with DK Oni linears and Duroc V2 stabilizers, which we will actually be using different stabilizers. So well, you know what? This gives me an idea. I'm just gonna do this right now. I have a Stream Deck now that I'm using, and I can do multi-actions. So let's just do mute, voice meter, and we'll go with strip 7, and we'll go single setting, value 1, and we'll call that one mute music. There we go. So now when I go to the speed test scene, it should mute the music. Let's try it out. I love this thing. Yeah, it did. There we go. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit, move the mic, and I will serenade you with the sound of keycaps. All right, let me disable the gate as well. So this is a Geonworks. It's a Geonworks Frog TKL with a palm plate, I believe. Maybe it's the aluminum plate. Yes, with an aluminum plate, DK Oni linears, and Duroc V2 stabs with GMK Future Funk. All right. not too shabby. It's very nice. I like it a lot. I will say that I've had to touch up the stabilizers a lot over the course of daily driving this for weeks because, and it's still happening right now. Every once in a while, that spacebar just starts ticking again. So that's okay. It is also extra clacky, and I think that's largely... Oops, what did I move? Ah, I moved my face cam. That's largely due to the fact that I'm using an aluminum plate with some hard linears in it. Not surprising in the slightest, I wouldn't say. So I think I can just pull this whole thing apart without taking any keycaps off. I have been daily driving this for close to a month, I want to say. I've been on and off with the Balder as well. So, yeah. Let us see. Oh yeah, the Gray Studio driver works on the GeonWorks Frog as well. That's convenient. Believe... No, these are not identical. There's a longer one and a shorter one. Okay. No problemo. Frogs restocked this week, and I noted that the B stock frogs lasted for quite a while. So I'm wondering if either the people who want frogs have them now, and so there's a little bit more for the rest of us who aren't like mad dashing for it, or people don't understand the quality level of a B stock frog, because Geon has such high standard. Yeah, burgundy and black, and I was drooling over that burgundy. I was like, I already have a purple frog. I can't justify buying another frog. But I honestly wanted to buy both. I wanted to get the black one and the burgundy one just because they looked so nice. I'm going to move this base plate over and leave the screws in it. And then we'll pull out the this plate PCB assembly and switches and caps with the tadpoles. We might try different tadpoles too. These are, I believe, the firmest tadpoles they have. And I have 4 sets of them because they were like $5 per set at checkout. And I was like, well, if I'm already paying shipping from South Korea, why don't I just grab them all, you know? Okay, so we have the frog apart. So this assembly, I will just keep together. I see no reason to disassemble this. Including the keycaps, honestly, I will just leave this. This is indeed the aluminum plate. Now it is flex cut to a decent degree, excuse me, but the PCB itself is not. So due to that, it's not like the most flexible. So just something to worth noting, I suppose. Oh, there's all these little, I was like, what is on the back of this thing? It's little flux spatters. I didn't I usually will, if it's a client build, I'll wash the back with alcohol and a toothbrush, but this one I did not. So we'll put this up here. And then let's get out the mat. All right. We'll put the top with the bottom. Okay, so this is going to be... also, we did not use... I have neoprene case foam that I didn't end up using. And I wonder if it would have helped with sort of the clacky sound. It's very easy to disassemble this board, so I certainly can try. But... for now, we have our stabilizers. Let me grab the switches real quick, and then I'll get a plate as well. All right, so let's see. These two are empty. So one of these is a PCB. It's padded and ESD protected, which is nice. So we will test it out prior to assembly just to make sure everything works. I'm sure it will, but you never know. It does have a slightly different colored. No, never mind. It's gold from this angle, but it's. I was gonna say the QT sticker might look a little bit different, but I don't think it does. All right, I have a secondary cable. I do not remember if this is actually plugged into anything, but we'll find out. It is. Great. So let's pull up VIA. Let's go to our programming scene and let us test this matrix. All right. Let's turn on the sounds as well. Oops, it looks like we missed some. There we go. Cool. Done and dusted. So, PCB is good to go. Not really too surprised about that. The next step is picking the plate. So, at my disposal, I have 2 plates. I believe one is palm. Yes, so this is a white palm plate, nice and soft. And then the other is an FR4 half plate. I have yet to use a half plate on a build, so I'm not fully sure of the pros and cons at this point, but I do have this. It's not a flex cut PCB either. I don't know if that's like the whole deal with half plates is that if you have a flex cut PCB, you get more out of the flexiness. But yeah, I need to pick a plate at some point. Half plate is nice. What would you recommend for this? So I have 2 builds left. I have 1 linear and one tactile. And this is the tactile build with Holy Panda X's. And I'm not sure which plate I want to go with. But yeah, Palm and FR4 half plate. Also, good to see you, Sean. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing well. I have also never used TX steps before, so this will be a learning experience for me. I looked up a quick tutorial on how they work, so I'm not surprised by what I'm seeing. I'm biased like tactiles with stiff plates. Okay, so I have an aluminum plate, but that's currently in a build right now, so it's heretofore unavailable. So I'm guessing you would be in favor of the FR4 plate in this instance because it's stiffer than the palm. Yo, Elvin, I got I put this. Wait, hold on. Is it not working in here? Oh, it is. I put this emote in Better TTV for my channel. It's just called Cheeked Up with a capital U. Try this guy's frog with an alu plate and Zelios. It's probably the best keyboard you've ever typed on. Okay. Well, I think I was planning to go with FR4 on this build anyways, so I'll probably stick with that. Because I'm thinking that the inks I want to put on a soft plate to give them the deepest sound possible, so let's do that. Let's go with the FR4 half plate on this bad boy. Elvin, how are you doing? Good morning. Inks and palm are always a nice classic. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. That's good to hear, though, just to, like, reaffirm my biases. But yeah, I agree. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is perfect. These are sold in Winkey and Winkey-less sets, so they're sort of designed for TKLs. And you basically the only difference is do you get a 6.25 or a 7U stabilizer wire for the spacebar. So this is a 6.25U build. Let me just confirm that real quick. Did I do that or did I do the 7U? It definitely did the 625. Yeah. Good. Zelios Redux. What are those? What are they, a Frankenswitch of some kind, or are they like, did they make a new version of a Zelios that I have not heard of? Zeal Redux. You want to get them? What are they? Just a new switch? Okay. Let's see how balanced this wire is. You know, I am messing with it. Ooh. Oh, and it's on Divinity. I don't have to buy directly from Zeal PC. That's kind of nice. Or like a something. Okay. And in stock. $850 for a 10-pack? That's not bad. Remakes of the old Zelios V1s. Okay. Which I'm assuming the 67 gram are like the ones to get. At least that was what people said with the closer to Ergo Clears. Okay. Huh. People really liked the heavier Zelios. Like OG Zelios, but looks like the 62s of the Zelios V2 are the ones that are sold out on Divinity, though. Interesting. It is nice that the V1 Redux are cheaper. Love to see that. Elvin is a tactile connoisseur. Elvin, have you tried your Holy Panda X's yet? Just swapped out the sock spring because... Oh, gotcha. Do you like them? Oh, you spring swap them. Stock spring sucks. I've never spring swapped a switch before. But I have definitely encountered switches that I did not like the stock springs. I did nothing about it. Was my resolution to that problem. Haven't found a home for them yet, but I'm still waiting on Fuji 65. That's a good looking board. Yeah. Are you talking about the Reduxes? Hadn't till my OP blacks. Now I have a stockpile of springs. Gotcha. What springs are good? Seen like TX makes them. A couple other people. Or Mechabo. Might try them in the Vega. Oh, I forgot you had a Vega. Nice. TX and Spirit. Appa. Appa's back. How was your dinner? What did you have?
Bruh.
There we go. Yeah, Elvin was lurking in here. So Clark Kent like. Oh, the Geo Bre. Have you heard the Elvin Bre? I like the newest one. It's not that new. I put a new Frank. I think Frank Bre is the latest.
Bruh. Okay, that's very cringe.
It makes me laugh every time. And then I can't remember if I did. Oh yeah, it's just Frank Bre is the newest one, and then there's Frank Bread, which is the other one. But oh yeah. This came up on stream on Friday, which again, thank you. Thank you to people who showed up to chat. It was super fun. We had Appa on stream and Frank at 1.2, and we got absolutely dunked on by Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and had a great time. But what I wanted to say was I have a new sound alert, and that was the first stream. It's !Froggy, which is relevant to today's build. But I was curious if anyone knew what the sound was from.
Especially when they get froggy. Ribbit, ribbit.
We got 32 keyboards. Wait. Your clip from what? Who has 32 keyboards? I'm so confused. Frank. Oh, yeah. Yes, it was. You chatted it to me on Discord, and I had that thing uploaded in like a couple minutes because it was so great. So thank you for clipping that. I was not present for that one. But I can show you what the Froggy voice line is from. We can have some YouTube React content night. How does that sound? It's a Key and Peele sketch. Y'all remember Key and Peele? Whoop. Little Comedy Central. That's the whole deal. That's the Key and Peele sketch. Thank you, Speeve, so much for the raid. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly, but who knows? I appreciate it. Super kind of you to drop by, and thank you for the follow, Toxic Smoke. Super chill of you. Welcome on in. If you're new here, this is what we call the bread basement. And yeah, we just like to get froggy, you know? But that's exactly what we're doing today, is rebuilding this frog. But yeah, hope you had a good stream. Hope you had a fun time. Drax them sklouts, exactly. Hey, guess what? I have a bread command now. Eh? Huh? The bread guy has a command for it now. Let's look at... Oh, I've seen this. The rotor. Yeah, it has that, like the ball that can roll back and forth at the top, right? Or is it just a sort of a tray? No, it does have a ball. That's sweet. I absolutely love 65% with the macro on the side. I think that's probably my favorite layout. It looks so good. So that is sick. Congrats on building one of those. That's rad. What color do you have? Have you ever looked Lady Dispatch in the eye and said bye? It's a new layout to me. Yeah, I think didn't the Sunsetter have something kind of like that? A couple others. There's some split boards that have those. I got the brown one since I've never seen it keep in that color. Yeah, I used to always just get black boards or white boards or something. But like at this point, I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm like, let me get something weird. And then the challenge is finding a keycap set that matches, which is honestly kind of fun. Let's get some BDZ up in the game. And then we'll try mounting these things. Sunset is really cool. I just haven't managed to justify the price to myself, you know? Because they do be asking an arm and a leg for that one. Even not on the aftermarket, it was not cheap, if I recall. Maybe I was just like thinking maybe I missed the group buy or something. I can't remember, but I just remember it being like one where I was like, oh, this is so sick. And then I looked up the price and I was like, oh, never mind. Yo, Miles, what is up, my dude? No, I know this always happens. The midstream first redeem is it's a classic maneuver. Thanks for the shout out, Appa. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Happy birthday. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing well. What is this fanfare in my soundtrack? Yes, this is a Mode 65 with Boba LTs and GMK Beta on it. and I love it dearly. Got your QK65 coming today. Nice. Yeah, I have seen nothing but good reviews of that guy. So hopefully, oops. Oh no. There we go. Sweet. Let's see. I'm okay. I had LTs on my portal and it was pretty nice. I love the long stems. The like. I don't think it works with multiple ones, but you could just do a single one and it should spam a bunch of them in chat. But you can flash my lights in my room if you type !flash. And then if you want to hear an auditory breh from many of the prominent members of our community, you can do ! like Frank breh, Appa breh. I think ! can maybe not under commands. I don't know. There's a bunch of them though. We have Jurin, Frank, Appa, Elvin. I'm sure there's some more, but yeah, I collect heavily. Oh no. All right. Appa redeemed dehydrate, so I have a little thing of table salt here. So we're just gonna dehydrate a little bit. You know, for the good of the stream, right? All right. I survived. Thank you for that, Redeem Appa. Appreciate it. Watching out for my well-being. I have a hot sauce one too, but I'm not brave enough to enable it. I have a bottle of hot sauce called Reaper Squeezins that is literally just vinegar and pureed Carolina Reapers. And I absolutely do not relish it, but it would be a good redeem. It'd have to be expensive though. Okay, so one thing of note, by the way, Toxic, is that my my commands are kind of split up. So I have Trigger Fire does all of the like video triggers. And then I have a chat bot that I wrote myself. And then I have these commands from Nightbot and Stream Elements, actually. There's both have commands. So they're just kind of all over the place, and I apologize. I don't have a good catalog for that. But yeah, and then there is a channel point redeem for a custom flash command. So it can flash specific colors to you, so you tell me what colors you want, and then during the flash, while the lights are off, the other lights will turn a specific color. The flash command runs through a bot that I wrote that's like living on a server at my house, so it's there's no like robust documentation or anything for that, but I just have that kind of a ad hoc solution. So anyways, it's just flash. Like there's no extra like parts to it. It also flashes like when people follow or subscribe or raid or do whatever. So yeah, anyways, that's how I got that thing working. There's probably better ways of doing it than just writing your own, but yeah. I did have an idea to buy a vintage telephone and then wire it up so it's like a mic, and then hook the ringer up to just a board that I make, and then chat can make the phone ring, and then I can talk to chat through the phone, and so it will sound like an old telephone. Like, that seemed like a fun idea. So I might try that at some point. I just need to get my hands on an old phone. Yeah, so when you type !flash, I have a Node.js bot that's running, that's scraping all the messages out of chat, and when it sees one, that matches what it wants. So it can also see the user. So like if it first checks to see if the user is a user on a list of like special flashes, which is like I know Elvin has a special flash command. Patnus has a special flash command. And if it doesn't match one of those and it's just a normal flash, then it sends out an MQTT packet on my home network, which then I have a home automation server called Home Assistant running that all my lights are connected to. And so when that MQTT packet goes out and it's seen by Home Assistant, it handles, turn off all the lights, wait 500 milliseconds, turn all the lights back on. Or if it's a special one like Elvin or Patnus, like turn them orange and then turn them on, or turn them blue and turn them on. So that's kind of how that works. Yeah, basically what it does is if your username matches or is found in an array of like special usernames, it will just pass the username back in the MQTT packet. So on Home Assistant, I can check and see like, oh, is it this user? Then we'll do this. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. It also checks it for shoutouts. So, yeah, you can't pass in a color. That is my next project, is I want to pass parameters into the flash command. So you could like theoretically tell me what color you want. Quote, that's pretty much it. But for now, it's pretty naive. It's just exclamation point flash and then boom. It's also using the older Twitch API that doesn't have access to as many things, because one of the things I wanted was to be able to scrape data for like channel point redeems. So then, people could redeem channel points to do stuff to my house. The old API doesn't support that, but the new one does. So I just need to figure out how to implement that. And I might have to switch over from like a Node.js bot to like an Express.js server with like an open port that I can use for callbacks, because I'm pretty sure it's how they switched it to work. So that's just a little bit more work and like network config, but I don't know. We'll get there eventually. Oh, look, a pro gamer. No, a pro interviewee. Right? By the way, I've been thinking about that. So Appa's been doing some co-working streams and just working on like software stuff. And the one of the Python ones was like write a function that can take a string that is like a Roman numeral and put out a something like chat does type test. That's true. That'd be cool. And then it can like return an int that is that value. And I just think that's such a cool question, because it's very like, I don't know, it's very interesting. It took me like probably a solid afternoon, because I was listening to her stream while I was vacuuming my house. And so I just thought about it while I vacuumed for like 20 minutes. And then I finally was like, oh, that's how they're doing it. And it was one of those like, oh, that's really cool. But also, don't make me try to answer that in an interview, because there's no idea. Oh, where you guys input text and then it goes to the type test. So like you guys have to fill it out. That's a great idea. I love that. And we'll see how fast chat can collectively type. That's brilliant. Watch somebody try some sort of like injection nonsense and like take over my home network via typing stuff into chat, though. That's what I'm scared of. Is like, I know just enough to be dangerous about this kind of stuff, but I'm sure that, in all my like port forwarding nonsense, I'm going to end up making a giant hole in my security, and eventually someone's going to figure out how to exploit it. Have you seen Twitch Plays Pokemon? I have. That is really cool. I could set it up so like it only accepts one word inputs, So like everyone has to type a word, and then it spits out text. And then I could just toggle it on and off, you know? So like, all right, it's speed test time. Turn this on, and now everything chat types gets typed out on my computer. Because I guess you can't really... I mean, it kind of sanitizes those strings so that they don't have like Control or Alt or Windows or something in them that would be particularly dangerous, you know? I don't know. That's a fun idea, though. Oh, come on. Oh, put that in backwards. That's why. Can you show the flash? Yeah, I can. Let me pull that up. I'm 99% sure that there's no API keys or anything because I put them in a separate file because I did work on this on stream at one point. Hold on. Projects. I'll pull up the code base real quick and take a peek. So let's close others. I should do a co-working stream. I don't know. I feel like my issue is that a lot of stuff I do uses like API keys, and I don't want to leak my like Twitch API token accidentally on chat or onto stream. So I'd be like super nervous about it. Yeah, we could do a co-working stream and then nothing gets done. That would be fun though. I'd be down. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, so here's how this code works. So it's kind of cutting off on the top, but I have I'm importing my variables, which is like my Twitch integration API keys and stuff, and then these are the special users in this array. So these two are the ones that I have special commands for. So then I import my MQTT library. I connect it with my MQTT settings that I'm importing. And then once it's connected, I just put some debug information there and then subscribe to like the presence channel just to make sure that that I'm actually able to talk. So this is where I connect to my local Home Assistant over the local network. And then this TMI.js is a library that connects to chat via like their old scraping library. And so this uses the TMI identity and then my channel that I'm interested in. I can technically scrape other people's channels, I'm 90% sure. Like as long as I have a valid auth key for Twitch in general, I can scrape anybody's channel. So this is only scraping mine. But then I set it up here and then I connect here and then I have this giant callback for when I get a message. So client.onMessage. So anytime there's a message in chat, and then if the username is Stream Elements, so I'm checking to see if it's a message from Stream Elements, which would be typically when someone like follows or subscribes or something, Stream Elements will say it in the chat. And so if the message is coming from them and that user is a mod, because I was like concerned that like someone might like try to spoof it and make a Stream Elements account if they were able to. So I'm making sure that it's been given mod permissions, which verifies that it is allowed to be in this channel. Then if the message includes the word subscribed, I put out a MQTT message that's like Twitch/sub. Following would be Twitch/follow. Rated is Twitch/raid, and cheered is Twitch/bits. And so in my Home Assistant configuration, I'm pointing all of them to the same action for now, but eventually I can have different automations take place depending on the nature of the interaction with my stream. Then after that, I check the special users array. So for each, I'm iterating over it. And for each user, then if the message is shout out at that user or shout out that user without the at symbol. So if someone's shouting out one of the special users, then I will publish Twitch/that username. Oh, bigger font. Yeah, sorry. We can embiggen it a little bit. Okay, I think that's as big as it'll let me go. Wait, is that not bigger at all? How do I embiggen the font on this? Oh, is it shift? Unless you're hiding keys. No. The keys are in a separate file. Like, how do I zoom in on Visual Studio Code? Either one, just to make it more visible. Control plus. Oh, hey, there we go. Okay, sweet. Let's, I think we can close this panel. There we go. All right, that's better. All right, so yeah, this is the first part that checks. This is the... Okay, so this iterates over the special users. So I check special users for each. And then if someone's shouting out one of those users, I publish an MQTT command for that user. And then if the message is flash or includes the emote inter-L9 flash, which does not exist yet, but I'm eventually going to make a flash emote that will make the lights flash. And I used include here so that you can put it at like the end of a chat message and it'll still flash my lights. So you can actually type this string into chat right now and it will flash my lights, but eventually that will be an emote, which come across as plain text in chat messages. But if it's a flash command or a flash emote, then once again I check to see if they are special users. So like if Patness says flash, then I make the lights flash blue. But if someone else says flash, it drops into this that says if special users doesn't include the username, then we just do the normal one. And then there's a couple other things. There's if the message includes band name, then I have an array of band names. It's just tons of, I've been coming up with stupid band names for like 5 years, and every time I come up with one, I write it down. So this will grab a random one from an array, which is in that same file that my API keys are in, so I can't show you that. And then also I moved some of the commands that I would have put in stream elements into here because any messages that this script puts into chat are from me, and I'm always subscribed to my own channel, so I don't have to keep gifting subs to like Nightbot or something or stream elements. It's just automatically the emotes work. So like if you type ! Bre, it spits out a ton of the Bre emotes, and since the person saying the emotes in chat is me, they work. They're not just like text. It was annoying me that I would have to keep like gifting subs to a random bot and just like wasting $5 a month to do that. As well as I have a sub raid. It's sub raid or raid sub, both work, or sub raid 1, raid sub 1. And then I also have a second raid message now too. So yeah, so that's how I pull that off. So like sub raid 2. Oh, you just put your emotes in BTTV. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't know you could do that, but yeah, since technically I didn't type out that raid message, the bot did. It looks like it came from me, and so the emotes work. So that's how I solved that problem. But because it's free, that's true. It is free to me. I mean, other than maintenance, right? I do have to deal with that. So. Anywho, that's how my bot works. Not too bad. Hopefully, guys, if you were sleeping, you can wake up now. The boring part is over. I'm back to keyboards. I mean, I do have to pay, electricity to keep my server operational, so there's that. But I mean, that's negligible. And I have a lot of other services running on it in my house as well, so it's not like that wouldn't be a spent amount. And I'm sure that the amount of power that this particular bot consumes is nothing. Like if the server's already on, it's on, and then this bot isn't really adding much to its CPU cycles. So, okay. So now we have the stabs in. We just need to get the these little guys in. The little plugs. And I watched a video on this. I think I should just be able to like push these apart a little bit and then stuff them in. Yeah, not bad. So you don't need screws. You also don't need washers because there's no metal involved. That's not bad. But if that code doesn't prove to you that I am a front-end developer, I don't know what does, because I'm writing server level like runtime code in JavaScript because that's how much a slave to the language I am. Did you make that tool holder? No, I won this in a giveaway from Frank, which was super cool. Yeah, it's a little, I don't know who makes it actually. Oops. Ah, dang it. I dropped one of those. I do have a drop counter on my Stream Deck now, so I can increase it. It's at 31 now. Every time I drop something, I owe Filet a cent. And if I drop something twice, I owe him like $10. I think. I can't exactly remember the rules of the deal. It is tidy. I really like it. It holds everything I need basically exactly. Like I filled every slot, but I don't feel like I need more, which I really like. And it keeps both the BDZ and the Crytox. Or the 205, I mean, I guess they're both made by Crytox. Keeps them nice and tidy. That's a good word for it. So, yeah, I love it. And then I can just pick it all up, move it around. It's not. I used to have like a tackle box that I would dig around and pull stuff out of, and it's just nice to not deal with. Dude, oh, by the way, so if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen a couple weeks ago I put something on my story where I was playing. I play the drums. Who's Filet? He's one of my OG viewers. Used to go by Duck Tective. He's wasted a lot of his youth in this channel. And he's a real cool guy. And he noted that I tend to drop things a lot. So I told him, all right, my dude, I'll pay out 1 cent for everything I dropped so that I don't drop as many things. So that's where that came from. But yeah, so I play drums for a band, and I had posted on my story I was playing drums in my garage. We were doing a practice. And yesterday I was out walking my dog in the evening, and one of my neighbors, now we're pretty loud, it's like punk rock music. I do have an electric drum set, so it's not quite as loud, but it's plugged into speakers and we have them cranked, so it's like you can hear it for sure from the street. So I run into my neighbors and I'm just chatting with them a little bit, and they're like, "Hey, are you in a band?" And I was like, yeah." And she's like, "Hey, would you mind next time you guys are practicing, would you mind opening the garage door?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "Yeah, we'd just love to listen if that's okay." And I was like, oh, okay. That is the last thing I was expecting to hear from my neighbors. But they're super cool about it and very supportive. And we're all like pushing 30, so we're usually done by 8 o'clock. So I'm sure they don't really mind that much when we're not up till like midnight playing. But yeah, that was pretty funny. All right, so let's get a couple switches sort of cold seated and test out some keycaps with it. Shall we? And then we'll put the plate on after that. There we go. So again, these are the Holy Panda X switches lubed with some Crytox 205 grade 0 a week ago. And this set of keycaps is the Cat Cyberspace. If I can find some appropriate keycaps for testing. This is too wide, but it's fine. Oh. So far, not bad. The nice thing is I always have the option to put in some 205 grade 2, but it's not ticking at all. That's a first for not having put any 205 in it. Subgrade 4. I don't have any of that yet. I've only got 1 and 2. If I get more messages and end up or emotes, excuse me, and want to have, we have sub raid or just exclamation point raid if you're not subbed, and that'll spit out a message full of Doritos. There's a little bit of noise, but it's predominantly due to the fact that the switches aren't soldered in yet. So I am going to elect to proceed because I think this is sounding really nice, and I'm excited to get it soldered in. That does not do anything. I think it's just exclamation point raid. Toxic, do you play Trackmania? Is that what the TM stands for? I usually only see that on Trackmania players. Cyborn! Oh no, they've come for me. Back it up, boys. How's it going? Good to see you. It's been a minute. How have you been? How are the dogs? Frank has this really cool, like, support deal that you stick underneath the plate while you do this. And I just think that'd be so nice. Busy with stuffs? Yeah, nice. I feel that. I might need to actually pop the plate and then dogs are fine. Trying to rehome one since we can no longer afford to have two. Ah, that's hard, man. I'm sorry. I don't think that my case supports F13. Yeah. So they're not all compressed. So we do want to go with this guy. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just snapping switches into the plate right now in all of the one-use slots. Just so that it's a little bit easier to keep everything organized, you know? Yeah, I had to rehome my cat when I got married because I moved somewhere where I couldn't have a cat. And that was tough. But it was good because she ended up with like a bodybuilder who like lets her sneak a little on the side for meal prep Sunday and has been taking really good care of her. So we can't get the needs of one. We're trying to rehome. Yeah, I feel that. Definitely better for the dog to be happy, but it's hard, you know? It's funny because, like, the place I'm in now does allow cats. So we're getting a cat in June or July, excuse me. But it's funny because it's like it feels traitorous because I gave up a cat, but obviously my living situation has changed now, and obviously I'm also not going to go back to that guy and be like, hey, can I have the cat back? Because at this point he's had her longer than me, and you know it's his cat now, right? So anyways, it's just kind of funny because it's like, feels weird, but that's the way life rolls sometimes, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to either party. Yeah, exactly. They're both German Shepherds. Riley's dead, chill, and fine. Yeah. Yep. Our dog, it's funny because our dog is used to be super energetic and has definitely been like calming down more. And it's like we have more space now than ever, and she like wants to run less than ever, which is just funny. Funny how that works, you know? Cool. I'm just checking the other PCB I soldered. I'm using the exact same layout. So I just want to make sure that I'm hitting all the right switch slots. It is very convenient to have a preloaded reference of my own work to compare against. Make sure everything's kosher. But yeah. Do you know Bearded Bob? I do not. I know Bearded Hannibal. Oops. Zeus is 4, almost 5 years old. We thought it might eventually chill out, but sadly he hasn't. He's made custom. Oh, okay, cool. Right on. The old Wombo combo. Oh, yeah, it's on the back. Sounds good. There we go. Does Bearded Bob also stream on Twitch? Uh-oh, my mom's calling. 1 second. Hee hee. I'm back. Mama Bre would die before she comes on stream in any capacity. She is the most self-conscious person in the world. Just turned autocraft off. It's driving me nuts. Right on. I mean, even her voice, though. She won't even... She's like, cannot speak on stream. Which is crazy talk, because, like... I mean, I guess it's not one of those things that's obvious, but, like, the keyboard community itself is one of the most welcoming ones, for sure. So, like, definitely had nothing but positive experiences in my time with this community, but I could, you know, the internet is not always the nicest place. All right, how are we looking? Nice. Looking nice is what we're looking. And then Appa, I'm curious though, because you say that, but you also decided to stream. Like, is there a what made you want to, like, set up a camera and stream a build? Because, like, for me, the only reason I actually started doing this was because I had a lot of clients who were, like, potential clients, but they were like, yeah, I kind of want to see your work first, and I want to see you build a board before I send off, you know, a $600 board to you and have you build it. And so this was purely at the offset, it was purely utilitarian. But then because I didn't know that there was, like, a community, and I streamed with, like, you know, 2 viewers for months before I think Vayar and a couple other streamers found me. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay, wow, good for you. Like, I feel like I almost never do that to myself, you know? So that's very admirable. Very welcome to the Keep community. I haven't even built one yet. Still trying to figure out what you want. I mean, I think that's one thing that a lot of Keep streamers do, though, is they love helping people figure that stuff out, you know? And I have had a little bit of, you're here because of Vay? Yeah. Because Vay and Dutch Master W both raided me around the same time. And, like I met a ton of people through those raids. So it was so cool. Like, yeah, I was just vibing, like, just basically just needed a way to get VODs onto YouTube so that I could send them to clients was my whole goal. I'm still kind of baffled that like Filet found me back then, because he was my ride or die. Like he was at every stream, even the like 5-hour barleycorn monstrosity, you know. But I honestly don't know the proper way to try to get exposure on Twitch. It's really all been just through like the community folks that I've had any channel growth, which is very kind. That was rough. Yes, you know it. Also, hi. Good to see you. Did you hear that I have a drop counter on my Stream Deck now? I upgraded to a Stream Deck, and one of the things it can do is exposure. You need to talk in a lot of chats. Okay, that's another problem that I have, is that I do not. I lurk all the like I'm always on Twitch. I am always lurking. But I am rarely chatting, just because I'm either working or I feel like I have nothing to contribute, and I don't want to just like come in there so that people recognize me, which has kind of led to this like mythos where it's like I'm never there, and when I am, it's a big deal, which I don't want that to be the case either. So yeah, you can absolutely send a video. Yeah. You can put a link in chat. Sometimes I don't want to talk to streamers before your stream. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I prefer talking to Twitch chatters vocally than via also chat, you know? And a part of it is that like it's the new pandas. Yeah, it is. I'm a lurker mostly because I'm gaming. Yeah, and part of it is just that like I like to carry on multiple conversations with multiple people, and that's a lot harder to do in text form. I mean, there are threads, but like it's not as easy. Let's check this out. Twitch channel. Mostly I'm lurker. Yeah, dude, it's the best. Like I used to just put on like you know, reruns of TV shows and stuff. But let's see. He's modding a gaming mouse. That's cool. Oh, this doesn't really work for Twitch, but that's okay. I've got balls of steel. That's a... Oh, hey, Toxic. That's when Toxic followed. What are the odds that that's the exact moment of this VOD I pulled up? That is amazing. Cool, though. It looks like he's... I'm assuming removing weight from this mouse. I had no idea that this was even a thing. Let's see it put back together. Oh, is it one of these? Like a G Pro? That's really cool. Nice. Whoa. Did I just reboot my Stream Deck? But yeah, Filet, I got a drop counter on here now. I started it off at 30 because I couldn't quite remember where we were. Oh boy, this USB cable is hanging on for dear life right now. 1 second. Yeah, anyways, I've already dropped 2 things since then, so I'm at like 32. Heh. Yeah, but you just got to talk to people, really. This community is wholesome, so if you can make friends, it'll help out. Basically, this is real life. I know. It's just fun to, like, sit behind your keyboard sometimes and not say stuff, but yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm also not necessarily looking for exposure all the time either, and I'm not trying to say that people who chat a lot are, because they certainly aren't. That's just sort of a natural byproduct. And then there's also people who are just, like super good at just being outgoing, and like Jurin is really good at this, of just like his channel is growing so stinking fast. It's like every stream he hits another 100 viewer milestone, just because he's good at chatting with people, and like has an engaging stream when people go visit, and he streams consistently and often. So there's a lot of things that yeah. And I also did disappear for like a month at one point, but I was moving, and you know, there's a lot going on. Okay, guys, are you ready for this nonsense? Wait, hold on. I can explain. This is the SolderCam 9000, and it is the latest and greatest invention from Bray Industries. And with this, you will be able to see exactly how my soldering works. Hold on. I should hide this scene. because I'm not using it. But you can still see a top-down view. But now it's like a snuff film also at the same time. So how are we feeling? Can I get a read on this in chat? One thing that I have found is that it is incredibly cumbersome now because this is an endoscope, which means it's supposed to be shoved into like a vent or something to check out what's going on. So this is so, oh, solder cam. So this wire is so freaking stiff. I should put this on my glasses actually. POV, but anyways, it just, something about this like menacing metal point right here that never leaves frame is kind of has a threatening aura in my opinion, but we take those. This is what we're working with. So let's go ahead and solder this up. So first let me move my lube station. Let me, oh, I can show you what I'm doing. Let me move this little, oops, I ran out of cable. Let me move this over here, and then we'll put that over there, and then we'll pull my, whoop, I dropped a whole screwdriver back there. We'll never see that again. And then this is my fume extractor. So we'll pull all this a little bit forward, and then this, and then we can, boop. All right. So let's just heat this up. Now here's my concern. My concern is that the heat emanating the heat emanating from the iron will mess with the camera. So that's why I have the camera on the side here. And then also you get to see when I do that. So, or the steam. Yeah, I think it's exclamation point Mrs. Brett. I'm also, how's it working, chat? Can you see it? Can you see it? I think exclamation point call if you need help. Oops. Now I'm interested. Here's the best part. This endoscope has a light on it, so even if the lights turn off, I can still maybe see. Who knows? DM me parts for this? Yeah, sure. It's just a USB camera and then a bunch of zip ties. I feel like, hold on, let me angle this a little bit more so you get to see more of the action. How's that? The gold stuff is just like a scrubber for cleaning the tip. Yo, Seba, what's going on? You've caught me at a very strange point where I'm testing out the new Solder Cam 9000. How's it going? It's really good to see you. I've actually had this endoscope for, I don't know, almost a year. But I just haven't, I was like planning to 3D print a clipper or a clip to hold it on so I could easily remove it. And then I was like, how about I just be lazy and I will freaking zip tie it to the soldering iron. Yeah, this is an endoscope, which is why the wire is so freaking stiff. It's just, oh my word. It is very cumbersome, but it's working. Yeah, well, I mean, it's for like, I don't know, gutter maintenance or something. Probably not for, human use, but I suppose I could probe some things if I felt like it. What if I get solder on the cam? I mean, that's definitely a possibility, but given the fact that it was like $15, I'm not super concerned about it. Yes, if you don't know, the Mrs. Breck command pulls up my lovely wife, who is currently away for school. But she shall be back shortly to grace the Brad basement with her presence. Viewer discretion is advised. Aggressive. Yeah. I should definitely have like a an epilepsy warning, right? Because here's the thing. I'm not looking at this screen. I'm looking at my solder, so I have no idea what this looks like. She's doing well. She's got 2 weeks left of her didactic year, which is like the in-class part. And then she has the summer that she'll be with me for her... some probing may occur without warning. Then she'll be with me for the summer for an online capstone research. And then she starts doing... You should do this in VR. Filet. Hold on. That is... that is possibly the greatest idea I've ever heard. The VR solder challenge. I have Oculus Rift headsets. Like the developer kits that they came out with like 6, 7, 8 years ago. And they're garbage. And that would be perfect. I'm absolutely going to do that. Although I'm not going to do it on a frog, that's for sure. But yeah, so she'll have the summer at home with me, and then she'll go out on rotations. So spend 1 month at a time in clinics from Montana to Washington to Idaho, Wyoming. We don't really know yet. They're just going to send her somewhere for 1 month at a time. So thank you, Appa, for the warnings. This is some top tier nonsense that may be upsetting to people with medical conditions or who value good soldering. Time to attach GoPro. The GoPros are just so big. I like this because it's so small, you know? Like, it's not really that much in the way. Is it getting hot? It's kind of warm, but it's not like meltdown time. There's another streamer called Yay It's Kate. Stop pointing on the monitor. Oh, you mean like this? I feel like, you know what this feels like? It feels like I'm like holding you by the back of the head and like pointing you places, right? You know, like I'm a bully in high school and I've got you by the nape of the neck and I'm just like shoving you around. That's what this is like right now. Dude, I saw the new Doctor Strange. And my official review is that Sam Raimi is great and the plot was a mess, but I had fun. So, it was worth seeing, but... You know what's better than Doctor Strange and deals with the same concept? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's a masterpiece. Whoops. Oh no, I got caught. The movie is so good. I've been thinking about it for days. I saw it on Thursday last week. Took a break from Twitch for a bit. Back on. I say I changed my username. Yeah. Oh, Miles did. Yeah. Nice. Want to watch that? Yeah. They're all really good. Guess we'll have to get... Really? I thought her acting was really good in Everything Everywhere. But, I don't know. At least compared to the... There's a new character in the new Doctor Strange movie. I don't think it's a spoiler. Her name's America, and I swear, she like won a contest or something to like get into this movie because she was like some of the worst acting I've ever seen. Also, to whom it may concern, the the double or the frog cheeks emote is on Better TTV. So if you have that installed and you want to use it, it's just called cheeked up. Uppercase letter U, everything else is lowercase. And I showed it off on stream last time. It has not been approved yet, but it also hasn't been denied, so who knows. I just thought I'd mention that now that there's a couple more people here. Since we're, I think the, just lowercase the P. There it is. Better TTV looking out for me. Letting me get away with stuff that Twitch will not. So if you ever want to... Retro! What's up? How are you? Good to see you. Shouts out to Retro. Another Keep streamer. Yes, we have solder cam today. I zip tied an endoscope to my soldering iron. Appa, okay. This came up on stream when we did a game show together. That technically anyone can do shoutouts, and I was hoping that this wouldn't get abused because we have a social contract together, but I don't know. Is it? Okay, that's good. I was concerned. Also, like, the orientation seems to... I just don't want the camera to be above the iron because I think that will give it the most heat since the heat's rising. So, but... It's not like that much worse to solder with than without. So I'll probably just keep it around if for no other reason than I am too lazy to cut the zip ties. I don't know if it's any more educational than it was before. No, Appa, it's a social contract. Those are unspoken. Doing all right? I'm doing well, yeah. I'm having a good time, honestly. It's been a good couple months for me. So, okay, can we get, like, philosophical for a second? Or maybe psychological? Some of you may relate to this, but every once in a while, it'll be like... FPS, but soldering. I'll, in the middle of the night, be like, you know what? It's time for me to get my act together, to get my life on track, and these are the 10 things that I'm going to change in my life starting tomorrow morning. And inevitably, all of those things, I will start them all simultaneously, and all of them will suck to some degree because they're improvements in my life. Therefore, they're making me slightly uncomfortable. And then I will give up on all of them because I did too much at once. So my strategy starting in, I think in April, I was like, okay, I've had enough of that. I think what I'm going to do is every month moving forward, I'm going to try to add a new habit to my life. That way, I only have to focus on one thing, and then by the end of the month, that's just my new habit. That's what I do. And so far, it's been great. I started in April, so it's only been 2 months. So, you know, keep that in mind. But the first one was I got to eat right. Because is it night at my house? Yes, it is. You can see... well, it's dusk. So I live in Montana, so it is currently 8:48 p.m. So this month, or last month, I was like, I got to get my diet on track. I've been eating garbage since like lockdown. I'm like almost 50 pounds above my ideal weight, so I'm just going to start with that. So I started doing like every 3 or 4 days I would do meal prep, and I'd make enough meals to last me for like 3 or 4 days and just keep track of what I ate. And then by the time I got to the end of the month, that was just kind of second nature. So then this month, I've been trying to make it to work by 8:15 every day because I can kind of show up whenever I want at my job. I am in the office, but I can kind of, you know, show up when I want and leave when I want as long as I get my work done. But like I would just sleep in till like 8:30, 8:45, show up at work at 9:30. And it was just not a good habit because like a lot of my coworkers would get there earlier, and it's nice to be able to be in meetings if they need to talk to me or whatever. So I was like, all right, that's my new habit for this month. So I don't know what I'm going to pick for next month. So if y'all have any self-improvement ideas, I'll find something if I don't have any, if you know, I don't hear of anything. But like, yeah, that's kind of my life hack for right now is that rather than like inundating myself with ways to improve myself and then hating all of it because I did too much. I'm doing it step by step, and it's been so far, at least that's how my brain works, so it's been successful. But yeah, that's my little psychological spiel for the day. Retro, I saw you were streaming like today, maybe. Were you doing art or keyboards? Or was it yesterday? It was very recently, and I was like, hey, I haven't seen Retro online in a minute. Here's an easy one. Every day find a new song I like. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm working on a summer 2022 bangers playlist, and that would be really nice to have. Maybe by the time we get to like, maybe by the time we get to July, I'll share it because it'll be big. Or I can share it now and you can follow along if you want to, but it's not very long at the moment. Too much change is too much. I agree. It like shocks the system, and then you just give up on all of it, so you don't end up improving yourself at all. And it is funny how like all of the changes that I've made so far, while technically were things that I was doing that I was uncomfortable with initially, have been so much better for me. Like, I feel so much better. Yes, I think next week I will do a drum stream. Probably on Tuesday or Thursday is the plan. So if you have song suggestions that you would like me to hear, or like to hear me play drums to, I have a Discord that has a channel for that, or you can just whisper me or whatever. I don't care. I do like to hear them ahead of time so I can kind of get a grip on what they are, but I'm not opposed to like doing it live. You know, someone suggests a song and I just try it right then and there. What I'm concerned is that it's going to turn into like Stump the Drummer, and I'm going to get nothing but like blast beats and like metalcore, and I'm very bad at both of those. So, you know, I love funk, I love jazz, I love groovy music, pop music, punk rock music, but like I'm pretty bad at any metal type stuff. If there's more than one kick pedal going, I'm usually pretty bad at it. So, but yeah, I will do a drum stream very soon. But I could also do like a new music stream, and then people can add playlists. There are a couple streamers I follow who have like a song request feature, so viewers can add songs to the playlist, and I do like that idea because that's a great way to like discover new tracks. I think this camera will be very useful for the most questions I get are when I'm mil-maxing. So we're like, what's the right way to solder that? And I don't know that I know the right way, but I know a way that typically has like a 99% success rate. So I'm definitely willing to show people how that is done. Ah! Yo! Thanks for the follow, Bowboards. Hey, I recognize that name. Are you a streamer or do you make keyboards? Like design them? Or even a vendor? Welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. Whoops, not that one. To the bread basement. How does someone know me? I don't know. Am I following you? I could be. I follow pretty much every Keep streamer I can find. Used to stream, do commissions. Now I'm following you. Definitely seen you around though. Or seen your name somewhere. Used to stream, do build commissions. Now work for loop switches. Oh, cool. Okay. Right on. Well, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. We're just doing some like serial killer POV endoscope descend into madness cam here, so I feel like the camera's gonna melt. I know. So if you look at it in the overhead, I mean, it definitely could, but it's far enough away that I think it'll be okay. And I've been keeping it to the side, not on top, and I'm thinking that helps keep the heat away, but it's definitely like not too hot to touch, so who knows. Whatever. It wasn't that expensive, so if we burned it up after one stream, then that means I should just get a better endoscope, right? All right, let's unplug this. Put it back. Oh yeah, for sure. That was a struggle to figure out. If it's not too hot to touch, it's probably fine. You know, I'm guessing it's a plastic lens though, not a glass one. So it is most likely susceptible to melting, but whatever. All right, let's give this the old testaroo. Oops, Via is not pulled up. Don't worry, guys. I know what I'm doing. All right, let's pull up the key tester. Oh, we should go into the configuration though and say layouts, top row F12, no split backspace, no ISO, no split, no, and then bottom row 6.25 view. Good. All right, let's go back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Just visually, that makes more sense. What is this? This is a key testing software. So I can just make sure that that everything is soldered up and actually responsive, so that I don't build this thing and then find out one of the keys doesn't work. Like I missed a solder joint, or oh, like there, I didn't even have a switch in. So, you know, we can fix that. Just grab, let me plug in the soldering iron again. And get her heated back up. There we go. And then put this switch in its home. Ah, and it made a noise. Ah. What's up, Innit? Good to see you. What an informative stream. Even shows a missing switch. That's right. Guys, don't forget, if I do anything like that, I did it for educational purposes. Okay? Don't worry about it. All right, let's go back to POV serial killer solder cam, and then just get this guy soldered up real quick. Let me pull the fan. Oops, it's on this side. That makes sense. I had a stabilizer but no switch. There we go. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. Let's test out a couple keycaps just to make sure that they're all sounding good before we actually assemble this. It looks so shaky filling the solder or feeding this out. Oh, dude, I have like the worst shaky hands. Sounds good, Filet. I appreciate you being here, dude. You're a real one. And you always got my back. Oh yeah, there we go. It's probably super stable. No, it's definitely shaky. I drink too many energy drinks and I just have shaky hands in general. So I am very much aware of my true nature. Yeah, there's like no ticking. Kind of dizzy. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on it at this point. If it's like, if people are yarfing, you know, if you pitch your cookies because of my shaky cam, I'm definitely not motivated to keep using it. Let's put it that way. But you know, and maybe I will use it for part of the time and not the full solder up. I was talking about Yay It's Kate earlier though. Yay It's Kate is a great keyboard builder who is just really good at fixing things, and she does an excellent job of she has like a microscope attachment that she uses, which is super cool. Thanks for the follow in it. I really appreciate it. Welcome on in to the Brand Basement. There we go. There's an enter key. Padness! Wait, why didn't that work? Hold on. This is an issue. It is working. What if you do it in all lowercase, Padness? There we go. Oh yeah, so I have a flash command. We went through kind of how it worked earlier on stream, but yeah, it'll flash all the lights in my room. Patness, I rewrote all the code to handle custom flash commands. I really hope I didn't mess it up. No, I don't think so. Try it again in all lowercase. It didn't work. What? Hold on. And the shoutout doesn't work. What the heck? Dude, wait, does it work for Elvin's? Yeah. So maybe I mistyped your name. Hold on. We can fix this in real time, guys. All right. Slash. We were looking at this code earlier. This is the code that I use to control everything. Did I misspell this? PATNESSTHESADNESS. That should work, right? I'm uncapitalizing everything too. What? Why isn't it working? Because then I go, if tags username, wait, no, right here. For each user, shout out user. Let's just do this. Let's try this real quick. Let's just put a console statement in here, shall we? And then, all right. Patness, type something in chat. If you're there, not to make you do stuff. Patness said something. Okay. Patness the sadness. What? Oh, we got a user is not defined. Oh, wait. Why didn't that work? That's weird. Maybe I broke something. I definitely broke something. I'll figure it out off stream. I apologize. Patness is supposed to have a custom command, and here I am. She can't even use it at all. What the heck? I've removed one of her favorite things in the world, which is to make my lights flash. That's insane. How did I do that? I feel like a monster. That was the opposite of what I was trying to do. I will fix this, Patness. We'll make it right. Let's grab the tadpoles. All right, so which ones do we want to use? These are extra screws. These are spare tadpoles. I kind of want to use the pink ones. They're like medium stiffness. Patness, how you doing? What's going on? I saw you were hanging out at the Singapore keyboard meetup. That was so exciting. You know that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio who's like pointing at the screen? I feel like that's me when I see you guys together. I'm like, I know them. My finger is good. I have chronically dry and cracking fingers, so my dermatologist has me on this like really aggressive steroid cream, and so she wants me to put it on and then tape it up so that it can just sort of chill on my hands all day. So that's what I've been doing. It was great. That's good to hear. It looked like, excuse me, so much fun. I'm glad that there was a Singapore meetup too, because I feel like a lot of the SEA folks, it's a lot harder to get to the US, you know, for like the Keeb Life meetup. And it seemed like there were a ton of people there, which was really fun. So, yeah, very, very exciting. I was like, ooh, Roro and Elvin are posting their stories. Check it out. What's going on? All right, so if you don't know how the Frog TKL is mounted, there are these little tadpoles that are basically effectively gaskets, but they're on individual mounting points on the plate. And so they seat in the bottom of the case and in the top of the case and isolate the PCB and plate assembly from the machined case. And they work super well. I don't know if they're patented or if other people just use normal gaskets instead, but I love them. They're easy to swap out. They're not adhesive like a normal gasket is. You're not like futzing around with tweezers trying to get them to sit just right in the inside of the board. They come in different hardnesses because they're just rubber, and so you can make them like use the same molds in different rubbers. So I think they're genius. I love them, and I want to see them on every board. Hey now. Hey now. All right. Here's a question. Should we put the case foam in the bottom of the Frog? I guess we could try it both ways. Let me wipe off this desk mat really quick. All right, so the best way I've found is to actually put the put it in like this. One of the things that I wanted to ask as well, and I know I put it in the command, the build command, that I was using cat cyberspace, but today my set of GMK Dracula was delivered. So I'm torn, you know, which one I want to use. I have I'm building this board 3 times. On the previous iteration, I used DK Oni linears and GMK Future Funk, which looks amazing with this board. But I have 2 more builds to do with it because I have 3 PCBs, 3 plates, and 3 sets of switches for it. So I'm thinking Cat Cyberspace and GMK Dracula, but I'm not sure which one I want to use today for this particular build. So if y'all have opinions, let me know. I'm definitely highly suggestible at the moment, you know, if you will. So many builds. Can you repeat the options? Yeah. So for the this particular build is the Holy Panda X's, and so I'm trying to decide if I want to put GMK Dracula or Cat Cyberspace on it. But then I'm also going to rebuild this whole board again later with black Gateron ink blacks or black inks. And then I have a previous build that has DK Oni linears and GMK future funk. But at this point, the point of decision is the keycaps. Will it be cyberspace or Dracula? That is what I'm trying to figure out. Let's make sure that this powers up and I didn't get like a tin whisker that's touching the bottom of the case or something. Seems like we're good. Yep. Great. When the option is GMK Drac. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. I was going to do cyberspace, but like I am just beguiled by the wiles of GMK Dracula. So let's go with that. Now, chat. Y'all know what time it is. Unfortunately, Patness is going to be excluded from the flashing fun in this instance, which is a bummer because when she flashes my lights, it's one of the only times I actually can see what's going on. But, speed run. It's time for the old speed capping, baby. So let's pause the music. Let's unceremoniously dump our bin of keycaps. If you have not been a member of this stream during this before, you're a lucky one because you haven't had to sit through this. But what I'd like to do, because I store my keycaps, I know, Patness, I'm so sorry. Because I store my keycaps in deli containers like an animal, and then I just dump them on my desk, I have to put them on from a pile, which is painful to watch and it takes forever. So what I decided to do as the ultimate solution was the speed cap, where I put on a timer and I see just how fast I can put a full set of keycaps on a keyboard. Typically for this size keyboard, we're looking at the 7-minute mark, which I know is excruciatingly long, which is why we play frantic jazz music over top of it. So if you are ready, I am ready. The chat likes to flash the lights to make it more difficult because then I can't see. But yeah, 7 minutes. I know it's a long time. So hold on to your butts. Here we go. Wait, that's the wrong scene. Hold on. Nope, not that one. Here we go. Start. Okay. Is that the right space bar? Yes, but we don't want to put it on flipped. Come on. Okay, don't want this space bar. Shift key. Probably this one. Here we go. Let's melt it on the soldering iron real quick. This guy goes here. QWERT goes there. We have a step caps lock. Here's the enter key. Here is the enter key I don't want. Enter key I don't want. Shift key that I do want. Let's go, baby. F1. Pipe goes here. Patness, no. Patness, stay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 goes here. Function. We can put a function right there, I think. Unless it's too big. Let me get off the keycap puller just in case. All right, let's put the tab here. 0. Code. Sure. No, that's not going to fit, is it? Oh, no. Okay, we're going to get a control. That's going to be too big, too. These are all too big. We can't have that. We don't want that. F12, that goes here. F6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes here. Don't need the little control. These are so big. Why are these mods so big? That's even bigger. That's the biggest control I've seen in my entire life. Step caps lock, master race, for life. Here we go. Dark pipe. Probably want that one, not the light one. Because it matches the mod scheme. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta pull up a TKL because I don't remember where the end goes. Oh my gosh, this is stressful. Shift key. We're done with shift keys. Blood, I don't need that plus. Little shift key, once again, don't need it. Escape, candidate for sure. Don't know if I actually want it. Images. I'm pulling up a reference image because I don't remember exactly where all the keys go. All right, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, we're good. Another code. Is that one smaller? I don't know. Tilde, that goes here, and the squiggle. Not a okay, I'll get to the dehydrate in a minute. Oh no. That function and key is way too big. All right, then we do control here. What is this? That's a caps lock we don't want because that one's for nerds. End and home, we'll have to figure those out in a minute. These are all just way too big modifiers. 8 goes here. We can decide on that tilde key here. Don't need this little shift. Don't need this little backspace. Page down, we'll wait on that one. Divide, we'll want that. Num lock, we do want that one. When you mods, don't want that. Page down.
That's very cringe.
ASDF, F goes here. F11 goes here. Don't need a shift key. Code. Hey, that works. Let's do that right here. Page up, that's another one of these home end mod cluster things. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right there. I like that. F5. Hey, we take those. How refreshing. Down arrow. Put you on. A little code. Don't want that. Alt. There's an alt here. 2. That goes next to 3. We've already got that one. Q. That goes next to tab, I guess. J, but without the tab on it, don't want it. F2, F3. Love F3. That's a great key. Numpad 2. 5. 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. This type I don't want. U, TYU. Wait, is Appa or is Patty's like shadow banned? Does her commands not do anything anymore? Control is all the way over here. Lock is here. Alt is right here. It's like I've shadow banned Patnus somehow, and I don't know how. 4. Numpad 8. 1. 9. We're at 4 minutes already. That's a giant alt. I don't want that one. Page up. 3. 6. My dog is stressed out. She's pacing right now because I'm being so loud. Don't want that big control. Don't need that. This one goes here. Yes. Excellent. Good. Love that. ZXEVB, and M. M right here. 5. Don't want that. Page up. There's so many of those. Don't want that. Code. Home. Page down. Why are there so many of those? F7. Good. We got almost all the F row. U, I, O, P. Right arrow. Down. Question mark slash. I'm pretty sure that goes here. C. DXC. Delete. Another questionable one. F2. F row is basically done. We just need an escape. Function is going to go here. And then code is going to go here. Up arrow. 1. Love it. I'll probably just put this escape on because I don't think I have another one. DFG. G. UI. OP. ZX. I think it's going to go over 7 minutes, guys. GH4. GH4. QWERTY. Double fisting it over here, though. BNM. 8. Insert. Oh my gosh, there's so many of these side mod ones. It's all. Oh, here's a left arrow. O. Love that. Print. Freaking print. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. That guy goes here. That guy goes here. That goes here. Yeah. This goes here. And then 0 comes after 9. You know it's slow when the song restarts? I know. Dude, it starts over a lot though. One of my projects is to record my own version of that so that there's no gaps because the song is like 2 minutes or 3 minutes long. And I take way longer than that to build this or to cap this. See, we're right at 7 minutes already. We're tickling it. And I haven't even done the hard part. That's why I don't do that. C, B, J. That's the one that I wanted. D, K. Okay. Now we got to figure out the top part. So print, scroll, pause is the top. So print, pause, and lock are those ones. I think we just use those. So print, scroll lock and pause, and then insert home page up. Okay. There's the homes. There's an insert. And then page up. And then we don't want this numlock. So I think we use this insert, right? And then this home. And then this page up. And then delete end page down. So I don't think we use this delete. I think we use a slightly shorter one, right? Unless this is the only one. No, it's not. Delete. Yep. End. Is this the right end? Sure, good enough. And then page down. This one. Time. Okay. That was, as the kids say, a dumpster fire. But it's okay. Because we got her done. Oh, that's definitely the wrong end. But, you know, nobody knew that. Nobody was paying attention. Nobody caught that. Okay. Those ones suck. And they have like a billion profiles. 8:11. Not my best time, but actually not my worst time. Okay. So, the thing that we have left to do on the old agenda is to do a speed test. Oops, I have a leftover key. Do I want to... Which one of these do I want to use, though? You know? I kind of want to use this one. Because I think the visual symmetry of having dark mods all the way up the side is a little bit better with this. You know? Yeah. I gotta say, I love build streams. I'm not a huge fan of the lube streams, but they're fun to just chill. It's almost like a just chatting stream. But the build streams are where it's at, dude. They're so much fun. These glasses are also absolutely filthy. Let me clean them real quick. Please hold. Also, we had a dehydrate in there. If I recall. And then also spin what right round, Elvin? Me? It has to be a keycap. Depends on if you work remote. I don't mind my stream that relates to hobbies, just go work. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. All right. So, who redeemed the dehydrate? Freaking Elvin. Okay. Of course you did. All right. Let's mute the music for this so it can be extra traumatizing. A little bit of pinch of kosher salt. Down the old hatch. And I am now dehydrated. Thank you. Also, hold on a second. I dropped the screwdriver. Hey, man. I don't know. I just figured every streamer has a hydrate command. So I should have a dehydrate command. And so I keep a little thing of salt by the desk just so that, you know, when someone comes in here and wants to better my life, how dare they? I will be the judge of that, and then we worsen it instead by dehydrating me even more. That's what it is. All right. We're back to speed testing, folks. This time, we have the FR4 half plate with the Holy Panda X's and the TX stabs. Important note. Yes, so this is, once again, the Geonworks Frog TKL with Holy Panda X's lubed with Krytox 205 grade 0, TX stabilizers lubed and have BDZ in them. On the FR4 half plate with the medium tadpoles topped with GMK Dracula. All right. Not too shabby. As they say, we take those. One interesting thing I've noted, and I'm not sure if this is the stabilizer, the switch, or the plate, but the space bar has no ticking. Yeah, it's not ticking, but it's smacky. Like it pops when it goes down. Not in a bad way, just in a disproportionate to the rest of the keycaps kind of a way. Like, the shift bar on this side maybe is similar, I guess, but the, yeah, I don't know. It's a good board, though. I mean, I love this board. I've loved it since I built it the first time. I just think you could put anything in it. I mean, we talked, Frank and I talked about putting MX Blues in it just because it'd be funny, but it would probably still sound better than it has any right to, you know? So I'm going to proceed to daily drive this one for about a week. So I'll report back next Monday, let you know how it's going. But yeah, no, I love this board. Holy Panda X's I'm not sold on yet. Let's just put it that way. I adore the original Holy Pandas. I think that they are phenomenal switches. And especially now that they are like mass produced and you don't have to Franken switch them, because I hate wasting stuff. And I've thrown away so many Halo housings and Panda stems because they're garbage. You just have to combine them. So yeah, as a competitor, I don't know. I still need to feel them out. I think tactility is something that it takes me a little bit of a minute to, you know, grab onto and like decide if I like it or not. You know, you can obviously have initial impressions, and my initial impressions are that it's fine. It doesn't feel bad, but I don't know that I prefer it over the linears, which is, I am a tactile guy. So if I don't prefer it over the linears, then it may not be the best tactile switch. I guess that's what I'm going off of right now, you know? So yeah. But I love the way this keycap set looks on this board though. I was concerned it wouldn't be quite popping the same way that Future Funk did, which for reference, that assembly is right here. And I mean, Future Funk is like almost an exact match of this housing. So it looked really, really nice. And it is nice though. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I'm leaning towards the Onis right now. But we'll see. We'll see. It's less clacky, which I like. I like a deeper, thockier sound. So that's why I think the third and final build of this frog, which is the Gat Ink Blacks with a palm plate, is going to be mint. So yeah. Spacebar is nice. And if I don't have to come back to that spacebar all the time and keep adding in Krytox grade 2, with a syringe, because that's what I do. I take this syringe and I inject Crytox grade 2, which is just a thicker version of grade 0, into the stabilizers to reduce ticking, which is like the only reliable method that I've found. Then if I don't have to keep doing that, that's amazing, because it's annoying when you're like, oh yeah, I'm about a week since I've done that and I can feel it start to tick again. That's annoying. So if it just never does that with these TX stabs, I'm very hype about that. So anyways, let's see how long we've been live. 2.5 hours. Let's see. I think that's about all I'm gonna do. So as far as people that we have live right now, we got Hammer Brother, Tim Keelis, Bin of Basic Builds, are all streaming right now. So does anyone have a preference on who we dip over to visit? What is Tim doing? BBN Tactile Prototype Basic is doing a special announcement and chat pick stream. And then Hammer Brothers doing HMKB 75 heavy metal keyboards. Interesting. I think we just go bother Bin, because I haven't ever rated her before. You know, that's pretty cool. She is co-streaming with Kiwi Kang right now, which is pretty cool. So yeah, thank you for joining me. You guys are super fun to hang out with. Thanks for being lively during the what do you call it? Speed capping. Here's your raid message if you are not subscribed. Is it gonna work? And then let's do sub raid 2. If you are subscribed, you can use that one. But yeah, I will be live again a week from today, so on Monday. I'm trying to do like a Friday game night keyboard community stream. So I want to bring on keyboard content creators, play games with them, have fun. And I'll try to be doing that on Fridays. And then probably either Tuesday or Thursday of next week, I will try to have a drum stream as well. So I may stream 3 times next week. We'll see. I don't want to add too much to my schedule, but it is what it is. Anyways, that's all I got for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all are the best. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Be good to Bin. And yeah, I'll see you there.
Two.
Interloper Creative, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome to the stream. My name is Basic or Bin. I am an occasional keyboard streamer, and today we are rebuilding the Owl Lab Spring. You guys came in just in time. We're here to cause some chaos. Do it, you won't. It's not like... Oh, hi, Appa. I miss you. I miss you, Appa. Do it, you won't. We were talking about plastic plate forks and how like